Well, folks, coming up at Carlisle Lake, there will be Dam Jam at shelter number 2 in the Dam West Recreation Area. And I had a lot of fun with some of these band names. I thought it sounded like it was going to be a big heavy metal thing, but upon further review, that's not the case. You have groups like Roaming Home, Three Strange Chickens, Noisemaker and the Silent Partners, and The Crush. But this is, a good mix of music, and you'll find harmonicas and saxophones, a little bit of everything. And youth will be served. Cash Waner is in the mix, a student at Carlisle High School who has already wowed crowds over at the BOS Center in Springfield at the State FFA Conventions, and he'll take the stage as a part of the day of fun out there at Carlisle Lake. And Cash joins us now. Cash, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. So, talking with your mom, the music bug bit you early and you just kind of took to it. Just tell us about your musical growth. We're talking way back to toddler age.
Yes, sir. I had a drum set since I was a little boy, and I played drums for a long time. Had a couple lessons, not too many. And then for my 13th birthday, got my first guitar, and it really struck me hard, and I stuck with it and was working on it and got pretty good at it, I'd say. And,
so you're
writing songs.
Yeah. Yeah, you've written quite a few songs,
Yeah.
huh?
Yes, sir. I've got a lot of unfinished ones, but I've got probably 10, 15 finished ones that I like and sound good to me, and hope to put it on an album one day.
So what's your process of putting songs together? I mean, in the past we've had Debbie Gibson and Taylor Swift who, I swear, they're 8 years old writing songs. Where'd you learn you had the gift for that, and what's your process like? So you have a notepad, something that inspires you, or you just kind of sit down like you're doing homework and the music comes out of it?
Well, sir, sometimes I'll just be singing in the shower and find out a good verse that I like, and I'll get my phone and write it down in my notes, but it'll just be random. I'll just think up a verse by myself and write it down so I don't forget it, and I usually put it all in a song, add some guitar, and call her good.
So it sounds like you need a waterproof microphone next to the shower head.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So do you do multi-track production? In other words, like when a band has so many elements, they'll have the orchestra come in separately or whatever the case may be. So do you just kind of layer your own work over your own work because you're playing guitar, you're playing the drums, playing the piano, the whole bit?
Yes, sir. That's what I planned to do at first until I can find me a good old band. I add some drums at the end, and I can play a little bit of electric guitar and make my own song. So.
Okay, so we've talked about you take well to instruments, you take well to building music, but then taking to the stage is a whole different animal. Usually, adults who do it, they'll do it at a small club, then a bigger club, then a bigger event. It's kind of a gradual process, and you went in like a guy scuba diving the first time, went into deep water. What was that like? What prepared you to get on the stage over at the BOS Center?
Well, I practiced a lot, and I played at a nursing home and played at a couple things like that, some family get-togethers, and this is actually my second year playing at Springfield. Last year wasn't that many people, like 3,000 people, and then this year jumped up to 7,000 people. And I don't know, it just came natural. I was surprised and wasn't even nervous or nothing.
And I can imagine being a natural at it. For some people, they think, going from 3,000 to 7,000, I'd get so much more nervous. But watching the video, it seems like you fed off of the added energy.
Yes, sir. There was so many lights of people in the crowd waving their phone lights, and it just got me going, and it just, instead of making me nervous, it made me happy.
Well, you didn't notice I mentioned it earlier. I don't think a lot of people know it. Elvis was on that stage up there. It was purchased from Evansville, Indiana, and moved up to Springfield. And there have been some times where they had some lean years as far as drawing top entertainers, but there have been some big names on that stage in Springfield. Did that kind of ever strike a nerve with you? And you used to come in and they had the ticket stubs and they of past shows, and they pulled that because there was this 10, 15 years where they just didn't have much of anything. So, but there have been big legends there. Steven Tyler with Aerosmith fell off the stage there, mind you. Big stuff. Did that ever hit a nerve and maybe add a little extra oomph to your performance? If your age group actually uses the word oomph.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was big names like that. But I have a feeling there's going to be some big stars that played on there this year that are going to be future stars, because there's some good talent there as well.
So what are you looking forward to about this gig, Damn Jam, and getting maybe it's interesting to play for peers, but playing for a mix of people, is that interesting to you? Like I said, like you said, you've worked nursing homes, so you've definitely learned how to play for different age groups and different people.
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of family going to be there, and a lot of my parents' friends and my grandparents' friends, and so I'll know quite a bit of people, I'm sure, there. But I'd like the word to get out, and to all kinds of ages, to people, and it's going to be pretty good.
What are some of your musical influences?
Definitely George Strait, the king of country, and but I'm also a rocker, I think. I do like me some Aerosmith, like you said, Steven Tyler, that was pretty cool, and ZZ Top, but I like the older country as well.
I was saying this, it seems like the younger generation, the music industry isn't what it used to be ever since things went digital, and there's just not as much money in downloads, what have you. It seems like you guys just you're like archivists, and you're like, I want a little something more, and you dig into the past. Is that your experience? You get on YouTube or whatever and investigate? Well, I'd like something a little deeper, and you find some greats in the past.
Yeah, I like to look on things and try to find how they did it in the old days, and kind of copy what they did back in the 80s and 90s, and I'd like to bring that time back.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun. It sounds like you're a self-made guy musically, but anything you've picked up, in school from band or other things that have just kind of taken you to the next level.
Well, I did band a couple years ago, and it taught me a lot about getting rhythm, and you got to have rhythm to keep the song going, and it's taught me a lot.
Well, this is sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun, and again, not every parent wants to buy their son a drum set, and the fact that they did it, they wanted to encourage you. Just how important have they been in your development?
Both my parents really believe in me, and they support me, and they like to drive me around to my spots that I want to play, and they promote me quite a bit too.
Well, this is a completely selfish question. When you need that extra energy boost before you go on and do a gig, does ski ever play a role?
Oh, yes, it does. I drink it by the by the box.
Well, look forward to it. And yeah, so it's long term. I realize this is a work in progress. The music business has changed its stuff, but do you have any goals at this point, or are you just kind of just trying to grow day by day, what have you?
Well, I'm just going with the flow right now. I'm trying to get a little bit bigger audience, but I know eventually I want to have an album out and get on Spotify, and so people can listen to me all around.
You know, I mentioned your parents. You have to be grateful for the name, because to me, Cash Waner sounds like a hero in a Western. Sounds like it could be a hero in the Star Wars universe. It's just kind of catchy.
Yeah, my dad said he likes money.
Well, hopefully it keeps coming to you. Well, Cash Waner, anything else you wanted to mention?
No, sir.
Hey, well, thank you so much, my friend.